Oh shit. I'm back. God damn. It has been a while, hasn't it? Well, oh god. We're back. Oh boy. It has been a fucking while. Huh? Uh, going to at least. Actually, no. Fuck it. We are back. Which means we're doing this. Yep. Just chatting tonight. Because one, I don't have anything planned. This was just impromptu. I thought about streaming again after looking over some of my old streams. Um, I still haven't fully finished the new stream startup and ending screens, so I'm still working on those. Um, I am gonna pull up. Okay, it's only showing that one. Good. Uh, I'm also going to make sure that I can show a lot of this, because um, I'm also going to talk for a minute. So let me switch over to the dear old face cam. And also, whatever you guys do say will appear on screen. So, uh, I uploaded Reddit 3 today. I fixed the image problem where it wasn't synced up properly, which. And also, streaming is going to be irregular for a while because, one, I'm not fully certain if I want to commit to doing streams weekly. I want to make sure that one, that I actually want to commit to doing this. Fine. You just and I can't edit it during stream. Okay, but until I'm fully certain that I want to commit to streaming again, it's going to be regular. So like I may stream maybe once or twice a month for now. And that's even if I feel up to it. Because one, I've had some fucking shit go down recently. Like I've had a lot of weird shit happen. And shit I don't feel like talking about. I don't like getting too serious. And also, I will be recording Soma later tonight, maybe, or in the morning tomorrow. But I will not be able to upload it today. I'll be editing it all day tomorrow because editing those fucking videos doesn't take long. Like, if I just sit there for like 10-15 minutes, I will be done in like 20. If I actually like don't get distracted by anything else, like I'll be done with that in like an hour. It depends on what I want to add in. and it just depends on me. I am going to just quickly. But that's also the thing with a lot of my videos. And plus, if you haven't seen the community post already, I'm going to pull this up now because this was brought to my attention yesterday. I got a notification about this. So, we got an update from fucking Alex. From Alex, the creator of Mandela, about Volume 5. So, the Mandela video is going to be basically on hold for a while until that comes out. But yeah, he has 2 volumes in the works, but he's busy. It says here that he's been busy. All I ask for is patience, which I don't want him to rush it because I really do fucking love Mandela. It is one of my favorite analog horror series, and I am on an alternate account on fucking Opera GX because I have a whole stream set up for Opera. But yeah, I don't want him to rush out any new Mandela content because I want it to be fucking good. Because if you rush it out, that means it may not be that great. But knowing him, knowing Alex, he may actually put a lot of fucking effort in, even if he has to rush it out, like to meet a certain deadline. And that's the main thing. Like, I don't want him to rush this content. Because if he rushes it, that means it may not be as good. And it just may end up being a little off. Like, I really, really don't want him to rush this sort of content. And also, in the meantime, between now and when the Mandela video actually comes out, there will be the Portal video is still being worked on. I got a little lazy. And I forgot to edit. So, whoops. I forgot to edit. I forgot to start editing at least. But also, we also have some. I'm also going to be. Ah, fuck. What was I about to say? I have a full playlist here actually of stuff I want to watch on stream. This is a fucking night Japanese film, but I'm not too sure if I can watch it. That's the one thing deterring me from watching it on stream, is because I don't know if I can watch it. And I don't know if I'll get like if I'll get taken down. If like the stream gets like destroyed from existence. Or just like end stream early. So I hope that it doesn't. But I think what I want to start with is I have some. As you can see, I have a bunch of random channels that I'm subscribed to on this channel. Well, for this channel. for this account, so it's not actually overwriting any of my actual subscriptions on the TRM the sequel account, because this one is just for streaming, so then I can like a bunch of shit and then keep a lot of stuff on the down low. But I did actually want to watch this. This is from a police activity. This is a 12-year-old on a car chase, and I know this is safe to stream because I've seen this video before, but I want to watch it again. I want to watch it for this. I skimmed through it earlier, just so there's nothing like TOS, because I know YouTube's a little funky. So I'm just gonna... I need to make sure... I'm gonna turn it down on my end a bit, because it is a little loud. I'm also going to see... I'm gonna mute my mic just a sec. Okay. And my test is done. I'll put it in here. So apparently this fucking kid... This takes place in New Mexico as well. So anyone in New Mexico, be alerted. This fucking 12-year-old did some GTA shit. I'm also going to be watching the YouTube area.
Hey, they just hopped into the hotel parking lot.
Okay. So this is also body cam.
So please go on the wrong way on the Del Rey exit behind the...
I'm also going to do a test in a minute after this video. Where... Because I want to see if I can do To Catch a Predator, but I don't know if YouTube will like it. Because if I can, then I will, and then we could just go through like a few videos on To Catch a Predator. I know, weird. Why would I watch To Catch a Predator when I can watch like the new Chris Hansen stuff? I don't know. Shut up. Okay, so the kid crashed. Oh man, you fucking random, you asshole. Okay, he's getting out of the car. Get the fuck down, you son of a bitch!
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I don't care, you stupid little shit. Get down. I love how the cops are like, "Bro, you're hurting me." The kid's like, "You're hurting me." It's like, "Fuck you. You could have killed someone." But apparently, this kid... I know I'm pausing the video. But apparently this kid had a gun in the car. He didn't shoot anyone, thank God. But he did... He basically chucked the gun out the window and tried to hide it. So, that's a little fucking weird, and also a bit sketch. Would I recommend doing anything here? No. Would I recommend you do anything this kid has done? No. Do not. Please, for the love of God. If you follow any of this kid's fucking advice, you may go to jail. Please don't. We're gonna continue the video. I want you to go play. I thought I was playing GTA Online.
Get out! We'll talk right now.
Okay, can you take my mask off, please?
No.
It's gone in my head, sir.
Shut up.
Who are you?
Whoa, quit crying. Okay, thank you for censoring his name. I didn't want to have to, like, mute the video. Like, Jesus Christ. fucking loud. Turn it down a bit. Because I switched from Chrome. I switched from Chrome to Opera. Okay, at least they're okay. So no one was injured. That's good. I like how the guy is like, man, fuck my car. I know this channel uploads a lot of like body cam footage, but a lot of it features shootings, so I can't show any of that. And I know YouTube wouldn't like that if I did. So I'm not going to. I'm not going to show anyone getting shot because YouTube may have my ass for that. Hello? Yo. Grab him. Damn. Hold on. I know I'm stopping the video. I'm gonna go frame by frame on this. You can probably hear me clicking the... I need to turn that stupid sound off. Because, like, at the moment, like, from this side, it doesn't look too bad until you start getting a little further. Like, right when you see this side, it's like, fuck. Like, this car is done for. Also, whose car was this? Was it his parents'? No. Okay. The Doña Ana Sheriff's Department received 3 calls about a juvenile recklessly driving an SUV on Sunday afternoon in the Los Altos area in New Mexico. The juvenile stopped in a parking lot, picked up 3 passengers. So apparently it was a stolen SUV. So this was a stolen car. Does it say whose car it is? 12-year-old was not injured. The boy told deputies it wasn't his fault. What? My knees are hurting. I don't give a shit. So the best thing is that no one got hurt. I can't say the same for when I was in a car accident. Someone shut that car up, please. Okay. That's the end. Yeah. So, yeah, like this, I can't show that. I fucking can't show that. Sadly. Sadly, I can't show something like that because I'll get in trouble with YouTube. So real quick, I have Sketch Predator pulled up. And I'm going to see if I get in trouble. If, like, YouTube says, hey, quit streaming that shit. So, I know these can get a little graphic. But I don't think they get to the point, because this was aired on national television. They definitely had to censor shit, because I know they couldn't just read the full chat log, and I'm not going to. I do kind of want to do this one, the role-playing chat room Predator. So I'm going to see if anything comes up. Okay. Already a good sign. Cannot hear it. I cannot hear this at all. What happened? Oh, there's no audio.
I got my sister and some babies out in the
Oh,
car.
here we go.
Where's that?
Did you bring some green?
No, we're gonna smoke some though. We're gonna get some.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
I
turn
just
it.
made some
I'm gonna
cookies,
turn
but
down
I
a
got chocolate on my shirt, so I'm just gonna change
I am
real fast.
cautiously watching the
You
YouTube
can
messages
try one of my cookies. They're so good.
on the
Did you
stream.
make them?
Yeah, I made them myself.
All right, I eat one.
Bro, you better
I
put
like
down that
chocolate
fucking
chip.
cookie, bro.
Cookies are good munchies.
Yeah, you ain't telling me parents are rich. What do they do for a
Hey,
living?
how dare you? Only
Hey,
I'm allowed to
why don't you have a seat
fucking
right over there?
swear.
I'm done.
Good, how are you?
Dick.
What's happening?
Good.
Your hands up where I can see.
What's going on?
You tell me what's going on.
You a dad or something?
Hey, Chris.
What are you doing here?
I'm David. How you doing?
David, I'm Chris. Nice to see you.
Nice
How's
to
it?
meet you.
Chilling. Birthday party.
You said the
It
girl
doesn't look
here
like YouTube's saying
was going to
anything.
go with you
bad
to
about
the
it?
birthday party.
Who are you?
I'll get to that in a minute.
So I'm
What are you
okay.
doing in this house?
Okay, I can stream this. Good. Thanks,
Asked you,
YouTube.
did you want to go to the birthday party?
Who were you here to pick up? What's your date's name? for the party?
B.
B. And how old is B?
Chris, I know what you're fucking doing. I'm not answering
You
that
need to
shit.
Put your hands up where I can see him.
Don't be
On your
scared,
back.
dude. I just got a cigarette.
Hey, no
scared.
smoking.
Are you?
I'm not scared.
You seem like law enforcement.
Law enforcement.
I happen to know law
It's Chris
enforcement.
Hansen.
Yeah.
I happen to know law enforcement when I see them.
You do. So you're an expert in
Sure.
I'm saying, you come off as law enforcement.
this. Really?
So
You know how you come off?
how's that?
Somebody who's very nervous. Somebody who came
Hey,
over here to have
that
sex with a
ain't
14-year-old girl.
Chris.
14-year-old.
That ain't right, Chris.
I'm 21.
21. Do you see an issue with a 21-year-old coming over to visit a 14-year-old?
I didn't really know she was 14.
She told you.
Going
We were in a role-playing chat room.
Have you
Open up
ever
my
given or
fucking
got
volume mixer.
head? Do you need a teacher? Are you sexy naked? Have you ever played with yourself? You gonna put my in your mouth?
And I like
Because I like that, I'll teach you.
And you trying to say?
I'm trying to
Okay,
say
so
it
I
makes
turned
it look like
down a bit
Yeah.
on volume
came
mixer,
here.
so I'll
I didn't come. I
to
can't pick
have
her up.
sex
on
with an
YouTube?
underage girl.
We were in a role-playing chat room, dude.
And what role were you playing exactly here?
Yeah, yeah.
People
No,
play
YouTube is
roles,
completely
man.
okay
Anytime,
with
never
this.
ask
Okay.
role-playing.
Thanks.
People just talk.
Yay!
porno.
I can stream this.
And
You got pornos.
I'm an adult.
Yes, but the girl you were talking to was not.
Well, I didn't know that, dude.
And your porn
touche,
sister waiting
Chris.
outside with 2 babies in the car?
Yeah. So
Because you had to come over here and have sex with a 14-year-old.
I didn't come over here to
Why,
have sex.
why would you put that sister of yours
I
in
didn't
that
come over here
position?
to have sex. I come over here to get the girl and go to the party. My God, dude. Is this some kind of hold up, man? You got a warrant?
Yes.
Because, I mean, if the girl don't want to come and if you got a
A
problem.
warrant? What are you, a defense lawyer
How
now?
stupid
saying,
are you,
man.
dude?
You don't got no cause to hold me. I got no problem sitting here to talk to you.
Right, okay. Who are you? I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're
okay.
doing a story
You do
on
look kind of
adults
familiar.
who try to meet kids on the internet.
Hey, man, I don't want to be on the news. You feel me?
We are filming.
I don't want to be on the news, dog.
Well, it's a little late for that, dog. Now, if there's anything else you want to tell me,
Hold on. Like, yeah. It gave me something saying, like, hey, bro, you may have detected something. Sure about this? Like, maybe? Maybe I'm certain?
All I gotta say
I'm gonna
is
let the video
nothing
play
going
out,
on
and we
here,
may
dude.
just call
Nothing
that
funny
good
going on
for
here.
this.
nothing funny going on.
No, if the girl's really 14, then I know. But
She told you she was
see,
14.
we were in a role playing chat room, dude.
You know how many times I hear that?
No, I was in a role playing chat room, dude.
Role playing chat room.
You got the
motherfucker.
phone records? You got that? Taped conversations? Do you have that?
You know, you're not really in that
Yeah.
much of a strong position here.
I know that,
It's
man.
okay.
Listen, am I being held up here?
You're not being held up. You're free to walk out that same door you walked
Do
in.
y'all want to interview? Hey, how y'all doing? Okay.
Yes, I know.
You can walk out that door anytime you want.
Am I gonna be on? Is the cops out there?
I can't speak to that.
How y'all doing? NBC,
NBC.
NBC, and you're
MSNBC.
Chris
Chris.
Hansen.
All right,
Dateline
listen.
NBC.
Let me explain something to NBC for a second here. I don't know what kind of what kind of rap y'all got on people, but maybe y'all get the whole story because this girl is in a role playing chat room, and if she wants,
It
to
was
play
not
like
a
she's
role-playing
14,
chat room.
Hey,
You're
whatever.
stupid.
But on the phone, the girl
Like,
told me
I
something
could
different.
easily go and check your
Really?
fucking chat
So, I mean-
log, bro.
And you expect me
Like,
to
I
believe
know
that?
damn
you
well
don't gotta believe it.
that
You don't got to. I'm not trying to convince you or these cameramen or anybody else.
Who are you trying to convince?
Nobody, buddy.
Yourself?
Is the police out there? Let me know.
Again, I'm just doing a story.
Whose house is this? Can I smoke this shit
No,
right
you
now?
can't smoke in this one.
no, you cannot smoke
You
in
can
here,
smoke outside.
asshole.
Alright, dude. Whatever.
I love that they have just like 5 cameramen just ready
Run into the
ready
car.
to fuck
Move.
with him. And he gets fucking arrested. Fuck yeah, bro.
Dom, chill, man.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Come on now.
When you're told to get on the ground, you get on the
Don't
ground.
fucking
No,
hurt
you
me,
didn't.
bro.
All right, hey, check me out, officer.
Alright. Alright. Who the fuck are you?
Hey, Christina, pick my
Listen here, buddy.
This is a misunderstanding. bro.
I ain't fucking having that. Alright? Listen here, Buster. I don't care if you spam stupid shit. Just, come on. What is your fucking name, bro? What is your fucking name? YouTube, shut the fuck up. Keeps telling me we've detected something. It's like it's paused, dumbass. God damn. God damn you. Yeah, I'm watching. Do I fucking know you? If I do, and I guess I'm just dumb. Okay, so a lot of the audio. You know what? Yeah, he gets fucking arrested and the sister finds out. So what we will do. I cannot share that. I ain't risking it. Shh. Dude. I have chat pulled up. I don't care if you do stupid shit. But just don't fucking copy and paste it. Come on. Be original. I honestly don't care if you say something stupid. Just don't copy and paste. Come on. Hang on, what? Do that. Oh, don't show me top chat. Show me all the fucking messages, bro. I'll be original. Okay. Learned your lesson. Good job. I give you a round of applause, my friend. I think they left. I actually do think they left. God damn it. What? No. Don't fucking say that. Swear to God. You get me banned, I'm gonna get pissed. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's. So, I think what I'll do, there's got to be something. I actually did get recommended video by Carl Jobst, I think his name. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong.
Hello, you absolute legends. In the past month or so, while I was busy
Alright, I'm gonna
focusing on the amazing Getting Over It 1 minute speedrun and the cheating scandal that shocked the Geometry Dash community, there has been an unfathomable development in the Minecraft speedrunning world. Now, I hope you're sitting down when I say this, but it has come to our attention that a very well-known Minecraft speedrunner was actually cheating the entire time. I know what you're thinking. This can't be possible.
Does
No
the
one would
wire-
even dream of
Does the
cheating in
Wireframe guy
Minecraft,
just
a
cheating?
game so sacred. How could someone stoop so low? But alas, it's true. During the months of March and April, one of the most famous speedruns in Minecraft history was being investigated as a possible candidate for cheating. This was a time of 3 minutes and 59 seconds by the runner NicoCraft HD, and it's one of the most viewed speedruns in Minecraft history, and it was achieved all the way back in 2019. Initially, the investigation turned up nothing, but then, out of nowhere, the runner Eliotex spotted something that wasn't normal in one of NicoCraft's other speedruns. This was a much more recent world record from 2022. After Nico beat the Ender Dragon and returned to the overworld, it just didn't look right. In fact, it was clear as day that the run was cheated just by looking at what was happening on screen. From here, the rabbit hole deepened, and the more they investigated, the more proof they found.
Actually, real quick, I do want to talk about this. Because I thought about, like, starting, like, a Minecraft survival world, like, just for me. Like, it would definitely be modded, because mods are way too fucking fun. I'm sorry, I cannot get over that fucking name in chat, like, Jesus Christ. I don't know who they are. I'm guessing they know I exist. That's the thing. They know who I am. And they almost said something that I would have to, like, delete immediately. But I thought about starting a new, like, a Minecraft survival world, a modded Minecraft survival world, and doing like a mod pack. Where, yes, it would be a single player mod pack that I wouldn't be able to share anywhere, because I wouldn't have a lot of the permissions to share said mod pack. Because that's what I was at least thinking. But continue this.
Found that NicoCraft was cheating the entire time, even his most famous world record from all the way back in 2019. In this video, we will take a look at what they found, because in hindsight, it's pretty hilarious. I really hope you enjoy. Now, a big thanks to this video's sponsor, Empires and Puzzles.
Where
Empires and
does
Puzzles
the
is a
sponsor
free-to-play
end?
puzzle
Because I don't
RPG,
care
where you
about
match
sponsorships.
shields of the same color during combat to launch download and play today.
They know me.
2019
And
was a really strange time for
Judging
Minecraft.
by the name, like, you all can see it, I'm not going to say it. Judging by the name, this sounds like something that Barcon would fucking do. I'm not saying his actual fucking name. I care about the people I know. Yeah, I called him Varcon. I'm guessing that's Varcon. I don't want to say his actual name in case, you know, someone who may be looking for that said individual is watching.
speedrunning. This was just before the community blew up and became
Oh.
massive in 2020, in large part, in my opinion, due to the popularity of Dream, who brought the idea of Minecraft speedrunning to millions of people. People had speedrun
Not like, bro, come on. Speedrunning, like, well, Minecraft speedrunning wasn't as popular until Dream did it, but speedrunning in general has never really gone out of fashion. Like, yeah, even I attempted it back with, like, fucking Spooky Swamp. I attempted that. I've been planning on trying to do, like, more speedruns. Like a speedrun of, like, Klonoa or something. Because that's a game I know a little better. The Spooky Swamp I haven't played in ages. Because I haven't played it since that video. Since that stream went up. And also, if you watched Reddit 3 today, then you possibly heard the voice of someone else in that video. Because Reddit 3 was originally supposed to have the Varcon in it. But they got busy, and every time they tried to sit down and do it, they couldn't. I'm gonna let this play again, and I'll just talk a little bit.
run the game previously, but the community was relatively tiny compared to what it is today. But on YouTube, just before speedrunning Minecraft became
So,
popular,
I asked,
videos of speedruns randomly
Devil-
started to get tons of views.
I'm
For
calling them
example,
by
there is a
what they
speedrun video of
go
just
by
a personal
online.
best, not even a world record, with no fancy title or anything, that was released in January of 2019 and has 13 million views. It was obvious that the market was there for speedrunning Minecraft, and it just wasn't being filled. Then of course Dream came along at the perfect moment, and the speedrunning community exploded from there. Another Minecraft speedrun that was released in April of 2019 is one that we'll talk about today. It was a claimed world record of 3:59 by NicoCraft HD. The category for this record is actually kind of obscure. It's the pre-1.9 any percent set seed glitchless category, but played on the peaceful setting. This is a pretty random and underplayed category, let's be honest, but because they put the title of their video as New Minecraft World Record without any further distinction, the video went crazy on YouTube, attaining over 11 million views. So while it wasn't the main category, this world record was kind of a big deal just because of how many views it got. Now, the context of the video is strange for a couple of reasons. First, it appeared to be the first video Nico uploaded to his channel, which should always raise a red flag. And secondly,
Yeah, your first video is a world record speedrun. I think that could be called into question a bit. Like, I'm not too certain about the legitimacy of certain speedruns, but like official speedruns, those are fucking impressive. Like, yeah, I used to watch a lot of voice, like, critical fucking trying to speedrun, like, Granny or some shit, I don't know. I know he tried to speedrun a few games, and I would watch those, and, like, yeah, his attempts, it shows the process. Because speedrunning is a huge process. Like, I barely just grazed the surface with it. Also, I forgot that I was looking into that moron. That stupid TikToker that, like, pistol whipped a guy recently. Well, a month ago.
it has no sound. It's important to remember that 2019 for Minecraft speedrunning is pretty ancient, and while the game has been around for over a decade, the community is still very young, which also means that at this time the proof standards were incredibly low. So even this
Yeah.
soundless video was enough proof to be accepted onto the leaderboards, making this an official world record. Nico would continue to post random videos to their channel until March of 2022, where he would post another world record in the same category. This was a time of 2:49, which, despite breaking one of the rules at the time, which was to show the F3 screen, was also accepted to the ranks. And once again, all the proof he needed was this one video. To be fair, this isn't one of the main categories, so the proof requirements were less stringent. If this was the main category, Nico may have been forced to hand over all of the world and log files, and even possibly the full session video, which would have proved it was fake immediately. But in this case, they weren't requested, and it slipped through. After the Minecravenger cheating scandal that shocked everyone at the end of last year, people started to really take a closer look at some of these older world records. And Nico's world records were examined again, especially the end fight with the Ender Dragon, because they were extremely lucky. And the end fight was something that Minecravenger had cheated on specifically, so it was natural to look at other runs that might have done the same. However, while they were lucky, there was no proof they were fake. But then, a month later, the runner...
I don't know who Minecravenger is, but I trust Carl's, investigation here.
Elliot X noticed something that was subtle if you weren't looking for it, but once you see it, it's incredibly obvious. In Nico's most recent world record, the strategy begins with going to a desert temple for gold, which you need to trade with a nearby villager for an Eye of Ender. On the way from the desert temple to the village, he uses TNT to cross the river and climb the slope. When Nico respawns back into the overworld after defeating the Ender Dragon, that same TNT should still be visible, but they're missing. So this is pretty strong evidence that at this point in his gameplay, he isn't playing the same world that he started on. With this essentially confirming that there was a splice at some point, Elliot X looked at other things that might be different, and he immediately noticed that the clouds in the sky when Nico respawned were completely different to when he first loaded the world. Clouds in Minecraft move very slowly, and only 3 minutes had passed, so this shouldn't be the case. In order to go from the cloud pattern you see at the start of the run and get the cloud pattern that Nico ended up with, you would have to wait a full hour. But still, there's even more. And this is something that most people should be able to spot. But to understand its significance, you do need to know something specific about how the game works. But take a look at this picture of the environment when you first spawn into the seed. And now take a look at this picture that comes from Nico's run after he comes back. And see if you can notice what's different. You may have to pause the video and go back a few times to see it. Okay, so the difference is the height of the cacti. Almost every cactus has increased in height by 1 block. This is almost impossible, as the average time it takes for any one cactus to increase in height by 1 block is around 18 minutes. So the chance of having all of these cacti grow higher within 3 minutes is astronomically low. This difference was actually found much later after Nico was already exposed, but any one of these 3 differences was proof that there was a splice somewhere. But Nico's original world record of 359 didn't show the overworld after he beat the Ender Dragon, so these types of discrepancies couldn't be checked. However, by accident, only minutes after Elliot X found the differences in the 249, another runner, Crafted Dark, did find something else that shouldn't be possible. And this final evidence proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that both world records were fake. One of the most impactful mechanics in Minecraft is hunger. Generally, the player needs to eat food to keep their hunger bar full. After a certain amount of time without eating, the hunger bar starts to deplete. The mechanism that determines when it starts to deplete is called saturation. Eating food will increase both the hunger bar and the player's saturation. When saturation reaches 0, not only does the hunger bar start to deplete, but the drumsticks that represent the bar start to move. On Peaceful, the hunger bar will never deplete, but when saturation reaches 0, the bar will still move. If you watch Nico's runs, the hunger bar starts to move around 30 seconds after the run begins, as that's the time it takes for the saturation level to reach 0. What should happen is that the hunger bar will continue to move for the rest of the run. But in Nico's runs, this is not what happens. After Nico enters the end portal, the hunger bar stops moving, and doesn't start moving again for around 30 seconds. This shouldn't happen, as your saturation level should still be 0 even going through portals. The only explanation is that before entering the end, his saturation level magically refilled. They already knew the 249 was spliced because of the differences in the overworld, but now they knew both runs were spliced and where. The reason you would splice just before the end is because in order to get a fast end fight, you need to get extremely lucky. But this is especially true on Peaceful. If you watch the world record on the main category, you'll see them use TNT to kill Endermen and get pearls. These pearls are then used to climb towers, and use the crystals on top to kill the dragon after it charges at you. The luck you need here is getting the dragon to charge quickly. On Peaceful mode, you don't have Endermen, so you can't get pearls. And because you can't use pearls to climb the towers, you need the towers to be short. And it just so happens that in the pre-1.9 category, playing on the 1.8 version of Minecraft, each time you load the seed, the height of the towers are random. The terrain will always be the same, but the towers differ in height greatly. So not only do you need to get lucky with dragon charges, but you also need the towers to be short so you can climb them. You could mine extra blocks in the overworld, but you end up losing time both in getting the blocks in the first place and in the time it would take to climb tall towers. So this is why Nico spliced the run. They did the first section up to the end portal on one world, then they continuously reloaded the world until they found a good end setup. They did this on creative mode because creative mode was required to give themselves all of the same items and XP again. This process of giving themselves items and XP and making sure everything was correct is the reason the clouds and the cacti suggested he was in the world for a long time. Once they have found the end and given themselves all of the items, they would get to the end portal and save the game. Then they would change from creative to peaceful and jump in the portal. After getting a good end fight, Nico then just spliced the two sections together. The interesting thing about creative mode is that saturation doesn't go down. So the saturation level would have been full right up until they changed from creative to peaceful, just before entering the end portal. There is also plenty of other minor issues with the video on a technical level, like the timer not fading out at the end of the video at the same rate as the gameplay footage, meaning that it was placed into the video in post-production instead of being recorded at the same time, but all of these smaller details are not.
Yeah, because how I did, when I did the first attempt at, like, the Spooky Swamp speedrun, is I just had it streaming live. Because if it was edited in post-production, it would... Because if... Yeah. What you said here, that if the timer wasn't edited, recorded alongside the game footage, there may be a very easy way to tell that this was faked. It's kind of like the that's Mario 64 blindfolded speedrunner. That fake Mario 64 blindfolded run that happened a while back. I get the name when he made it his. I guess he was able to see through it. Not too sure.
Conclusive proof. I'll put a link to a document going over everything in the description. After all of this evidence was discovered, Nico was banned and publicly exposed. Shortly afterwards, Nico confessed to cheating the world records in a public video he uploaded to his YouTube channel. But according to Nico, this was all just an altruistic act to get Minecraft speedrunning more popular. And also, Nico doesn't really...
I don't think I have to say anything about why that's stupid. No, officer, I didn't... The only reason I murdered that man was so he wouldn't murder me. I'm actually a hero. Shut the fuck up. Come on, bro. Yeah, I wanted to get Minecraft speedrunning more attention. Then do a legitimate speedrun. That's it. If you want to get Minecraft speedrunning more attention, do a legitimate speedrun. don't fucking like fake a world record.
Care about getting exposed because it was never about that. He cheated out of the goodness of his heart for the community. And now that he has achieved his goal, he can return to his home planet for many more wacky adventures.
No,
I
he won't.
noticed some comments in his confession video, congratulating Nico and giving him respect for coming clean. But that's not exactly what happened, because after the evidence was found, Crafter Dark messaged Nico directly, asking if he could explain himself. And of course, Nico lied, saying that his runs were
Of fucking course. Yeah. You message anyone on Discord, and the first thing they like to interrogate them on like something they did, the first thing they'll most likely say is like, nah, it's legit. Everything I did was real. Or no, that never happened. Like, yes, no, I didn't kill a man in fucking 2017. Like, are you sure? No, I never killed a man. Meanwhile, there's like hundreds of files worth of evidence that says that you are a goddamn liar.
legit, and he just doesn't know why these phenomena were present. So no, Nico did not confess when confronted, he lied as cheaters normally do. It was only after getting a massive amount of public attention that he decided to confess and make up a story about how really he is the good guy. He inspired
No, he's
so
not.
many people with his popular speedrun video, and ultimately, he doesn't even care. Once again, this was a case of low proof standards letting a fake world record on the ranks. Not that I blame the moderators, it was an obscure category that barely anyone plays and is only famous because it somehow exploded in the YouTube algorithm. But even just watching the run, it's obvious Nico is not a good player. For example, when Nico achieved his most recent world record, you needed short towers for the end fight. Now this changed afterwards with a strategy using TNT to blast up to the top of a tall tower, but at the time you still needed short towers, and you also don't have many blocks to climb them. But in Nico's run, he literally
Okay. So real quick. I have to be right back. So I'll be right back. Don't disappear. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Had to bring the dogs in. Okay, back to the video.
He throws blocks away multiple times. A legitimate runner would never do this because they know how important blocks are. The reason Nico didn't care about blocks is because he was just going to find the perfect end setup anyway, so it didn't matter. But when watching the footage, it's so obvious that he has no idea what's important when actually grinding for a world record. This should have been a massive red flag from day one, but perhaps I can only say this because I already know it's fake. And hindsight is 2020. Thank you so much for watching, you legends. I hope you're having a
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I don't want to push it. So watch what to watch. Boy. Crashing a pay-to-win server with crafting tables. Oh, fuck. Or, oh no. You know what, I want to watch something stupid. We're watching Idiots in Cars. We'll start with this one. I'll just see if I can get up, like, completely up to date.
Fuck!
Oh shit! That was a fucking near miss. 10 points.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, underreaction. Fuck's sake!
As Nasawada lay on the slab, sweating and shivering, every part of her body
I
aching
know,
with
the
pain,
audio is going to get...
she found herself if only so he could again
God
free her from
fucking
her agony.
damn! What
When at
happened?
last the door to the eight-sided chamber swung open, she was unable
What happened here? I'm guessing...
part of her body aching with pain.
Okay, there's a car,
She found herself
and they go bam. Okay.
if only so he could
Damn.
again free her from her
Damn.
agony. When at last
Get
the
fucked,
door to the eight-sided
idiot.
chamber swung open, she was unable to suppress her relief.
Thank God they have dash cam. Or else I wouldn't get, like, this kind of content. Dumbass. I know I have people when I'm driving sometimes. There'll just be some asshole. Oh, shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, that reminded me of how the car accident I was in happened. Because that's basically how it went. Thankfully, I wasn't hurt too bad in that scenario. My dad was fucking had a good chunk of broken ribs. But the most I came out of was a bump on my head and my leg hurt. Oh, and my hand hurt.
Jesus. Oh.
Ow, motherfucker! Piece of shit. Wee! Oh god, oh god. Why? Oh. Well, that's their fucking fault for driving on ice. They drove on ice. This ain't fucking Disney on ice, motherfucker. Your car ain't light as a feather. It's a car. Okay. That is incredibly fucking stupid. Why does that just look like an image? This is apparently from someone's store cam. Wee! Motherfucker. See, you don't want to fucking, like, drive too recklessly in snow. I'm trying to give legit good advice. Don't fucking drive like a maniac in snow. Okay, that person was a fucking dick. That person could go fuck themselves. Son of a bitch! Ah! Ah, nice and calm. Whee! Okay. You know that didn't end too badly. Ooh, we're getting lo-fi now. And damn. No, I don't need, like, music to put me to sleep. I'm probably going to be going to sleep in, like, 3 hours anyways. Okay. That ended a lot better than... That ended way better than, like, most of these. Back off, bumper humper. My brakes are good. How about your insurance? I identify... Okay. Nope. I was out.
That's a yield, you stupid motherfucker!
Fuck you.
Oh shit, fella. Fucker didn't even look at all.
He contacted over the radio like, man, go fuck yourself. You're a fucking prick. This is why I don't like driving on, like, interstates or highways. Whee! Is that fucking, like, Joe Rogan? Is someone listening to the Joe Rogan podcast?
We don't drive those in the fucking...
Bro. Someone's fucking listening to Joe Rogan in this bitch. Fuck yeah. I don't actually listen to Joe Rogan, I just know him.
Oh no.
Because he's a fucking crackhead. I also know him because of all the fucking memes. That's how I know the guy. Have I ever watched any of his fucking any of the podcast or listened to his podcast? No. Okay, you slid off road. That isn't that bad. The most that may be fucked is your bumper or your suspension. If your suspension's fucked, then yikes. If it's your bumper, that'll bump right out. Anyone who drives a fucking Mustang is probably a prick. Like, fuck Mustang owners, because a lot of them are fucking assholes. I know this. I've experienced one firsthand. Me and my little sister were in my car. In my fucking... Like, you know what? I can probably pull up the car. 810. Impala. Like, this is my fucking car. Like, the only thing different about this, about my car, is it has like a... Man, what is it? I think it's the LT. No. Fuck, what? Okay, this has like the same general idea. Mine has like a little fender on the back. Like a little wing thing on the trunk. Trying to find one that looks a little similar to mine. Actually, this is very close. This picture here. This is very close to what I have. It's the same color, actually. It's even the same color. We were doing, this was back like maybe November, December of last year. Because I had gotten, we were doing some like Christmas shopping during that. And the light was red on all sides. Was red for on the right, on the left. That's where that dumbass was. So dumbass decided to pull out into the middle of the fucking road and wait for the light to turn green. He just sat there for like a good minute. And me and my sister were like calling him an idiot. If I had a dash cam, I would have probably submitted it to this fucking channel. And it would have heard me calling him a moron. We'll go to the next one.
January.
Yeah.
This is Manuel Oliver. And
Jesus! Okay, that was a slight tap. That was a slight tap. Oh, wait!
I gotta go.
That ended badly for him. With them. Be inclusive of all people, everyone. Jesus! Truck pushed me into the curb, blowing my front driver's side tire and damaging the wheel. Shit! Oh, wee! Okay, that I've had to deal with a lot of impatient assholes on the road. And to the point where someone was like, bro, fuck you. I just rolled down my window and I gave him the middle finger, like. Like, yeah. I don't take shit from a lot of people. I don't brake check anyone, and I don't fucking, like, intentionally cut them off. But this guy was just being a fucking prick and just honking his horn for no damn reason. I would go in the fucking speed limit. If he's impatient, well, he can go suck a dick. Train? Planes, trains, and automobiles? Okay, fuck you. Beep beep beep. Thankfully, it wasn't on. It wasn't playing for too long. Okay. Oh, that fell into like water. Shit, your car's fucked, bro. Hope you have good insurance. Ow. Fucking prick.
To get over to pass this truck, and the truck fucking comes over into this lane, and so I'm I'm trying to get around this truck, and he won't let me get in front of him. He's literally gonna fucking kill me. He's gonna kill me. Okay.
Don't be so dramatic. Not gonna kill you.
And he's not letting me. I'm putting
That's when you just overtake him.
And he's not letting me.
He's probably just saying, like, fuck you in particular.
What the f is your problem? What is your problem? You cat.
All I am going to say is woman. Anything else and my channel is getting like deleted. Just woman. But also I would be pissed if I couldn't like get in front of that truck as well. So you know what? I'll just say this is a mutual agreement that truck driver was a dick. I do like the lo-fi that they play sometimes, like in these videos. Like, yeah, and thankfully it's not copyrighted, so I can continue to show this and continue to play. And that car just got flipped upside down. Hopefully they're okay. Forgot to lower it. Dude, why? You don't know how deep that is. You're fucking stupid.
Wiped out, remember,
Like, yeah, if you cannot see the bottom of a water puddle, just assume it is as deep as the ocean. Just assume it is way deeper than you think. Don't fucking drive in a puddle into water unless you can see the fucking bottom. Or just don't drive in water at all. Find a detour. Find a way to go around it. That's all I say. Okay, that ended much better. Also, it's a hit and run now. Also, their car is smoking. I need to get gas. Okay, Mercedes driver. The rare instance of a Mercedes driver. Mercedes drivers, I'm just going to say this. You drive a Mercedes, you're probably stupid. You probably don't know what is left and right. Every Mercedes driver is now going to threaten me with death. But that is a fact. That is a fact. I have seen so many instances of Mercedes drivers fucking up. Like, they have their signal going left. They turn fucking right and then get into an accident because of how stupid they are. Oh, Jesus! Damn! Holy shit!
You guys hit your cars all the time? Fucking, my bad, dude. Fucking.
Oh my.
Bro, you almost hit a fucking kid! It's fucking red, you stupid prick! I'm going to assume this is like a bigger city. I'm sorry, are you fucking reading while driving? That's a first. You're gonna get into an accident. You're going to get into an accident. You are fucking stupid. You know, this... Dude, why is your door open? Why is your door open? Did someone jump out? Did you push someone out of your car? Oh, that's it. Yeah. I kind of want to do number 3. Just to be, like, completely caught up with the lore. Here we go. You have your warning lights on, so you could be blinding some people. You only turn on your hazard lights if, like, if it's absolutely necessary. Or if you're, you know, moving something very, very heavy. Like, that's what we had to do what me and my mom had to do when we were moving a dresser that we had bought from some couple. We had to turn on the hazard lights. So use your hazard lights if your car is either broken down on the side of the road, or if you are going to make random stops for some reason. Beep beep.
What kind of car is that? The car that was hit is a white Toyota RAV4.
Is that a cop? You're in the exit lane. I just insulted the dash cam driver.
Good shit.
Burnout. I know I've had a couple close calls while driving. Oh my god, the bus is too heavy for the tow truck. I know. I think we ran over. There was a time where So, okay, I want to tell this story real quick because I just remembered this just now. It was me, my dad, and my little sister. We were all in the truck. We were driving home from the meeting, from where we meet for visitation, like to do the exchange. We were driving home. This is like fall, this is fall close to winter hours. So this is like, it is like 7 o'clock at night. It is dark as shit. All of a sudden, a fucking owl, like, dive bombs the car, hits the windshield, and goes flying off it. And all we remember is like, oh shit, we hit an owl. I don't know if it died on impact or if it was still alive. But the motherfucker dive bombed us. Okay, that guy was probably like a street racing asshole. Which, yeah, don't do street races, kids. They're mostly illegal. Do them unless if they're legally sanctioned by the government. By your government. Oh. Pop. Bro. Oh my god! Hold on. Wee! Bro did some like GTA or Forza Horizon shit. God damn. No. 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 Stop it. You are fucking stupid. Ow. Don't. Why? Stomp. No, I'm just waiting for a big kaboom. It's gonna cut away beforehand, so we won't see that. I guess it flooded. I don't know. I would like to know some of the context for some of these clips. Jesus! That jump scare. Dude, semis cannot slow down fast enough. If you brake check them, say goodbye to your fucking car, bro. And also probably say goodbye to living. What is this man doing? Dude, just pull around to the other side. You look like an... I'm fucking sorry. What? How the fuck did you do that? How the fuck did you do that? I want to know what the comments have to say. Comments are not saying anything about that clip. How? How did you do this? Tell me. I would like to know. What, did you hit a fucking ramp at like 80 miles an hour and just go flying? Nah. Last time I was on a road near a mountain, we had a stupid little red hatchback, like, not brake check us, but like, not hit their brakes, and we almost hit them and we swerved. And if my mom did not slam on the fucking brakes, we probably would have taken a nice little dive down a goddamn cliff. And I would not be here today. Jesus! God damn it. God damn. Some of these drivers are fucking stupid.
No. Oh no. Oh. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Okay, the amount of snow that came up actually kind of looked fucking cool.
Uh-oh.
Is this just going to be like an 80 car pileup? It is! Jesus! Fuck's sake.
Let's see if we can help people.
You know what? Good on this guy. Good on the cameraman here. Like, yeah, go help people. Yeah, good for you, man.
He killed it.
Let me guess. He's going to slide. Nope, he's trying to do a fucking donut. Tree? Lamppost? Something? Herb. There are times where I've accidentally taken a curve too sharp. Like, it wasn't like a sharp turn, but it would just be one of those, like, sidewalk curves where I would accidentally drive over that. I'm like, this looks like something I would see in town, where I live. Motherfucker! What did they pull? What did they do? Can I increase the fucking... No, I can't. God damn it. What, did they pull guns or something? Did they pull a weapon? I need to know, what did they do? What did they fucking do? Couple thugs. I want to know what the guy did. So what? So apparently I guess they were going to try to rob him? Let's see. I'm trying to see. What did he? So I'm guessing, like, he was about to be robbed. Like, those guys were gonna try to rob him. And he, like, bolted the fuck out of there. Smart decision, bro. Smart decision. He probably scared the fuck out of them. Out of those thugs. Like, that... Smart decision, bro. Smart decision. We'll do one more before I switch to something else. Before I switch to another channel. Ow. I honestly thought they were like looking at him and like yelling obscenities. Fucking moron. I swear to God. Wrong fucking lane. You... I always hate these kind of fucking people. Like, they're in the wrong lane and they try to fucking turn. I always hate them. Oh. Idiot. Okay. I don't think there was much damage. I think it was just like a slight tap. I would like to see some of like the damage.
Got that on the trailer with no straps, no nothing. Just 4 fucking flat tires. What?
That's gonna slide off. If you don't have fucking straps on that thing may slide off. Like, you take a turn too sharp, too rough, and that thing's going goodbye. Ooh! God fucking damn! Holy shit!
Jesus Christ. Thank you.
That... God damn, that was like... That wasn't just like a slight... Nope. I was late for dinner. What was that? McDonald's. I know someone who works at a McDonald's. 2 people, actually. Okay, you missed. They missed you. That's good. And you missed them. That's even better. Good job, sir. Ah! Jesus Christ, man. Little red car. Dun dun dun. Ooh, bits. Man, I wish I had some like fucking crackers right now. Because one, I am kind of hungry, but I don't have anything to make at the moment. I already ate dinner, and I don't feel like postponing like going BRB real quick so I can make me a snack. I'm sorry. Why can't... There was a FedEx truck. Dumbass. I think I just heard the FedEx driver saying, "Are you fucking kidding me? Mac." Jesus fuck! God damn, dude! Okay, motherfucking speed racer. Aha, dumbass. I always love when morons get what they deserve. Okay, that was a bike. I thought it was like a wheel from a car. Oh, that was a motorcycle.
If the cigarette was marketed as healthier, consumers would indulge in their habit.
This is long.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I like how there was a fucking cop right there.
Despite denying that cigarettes were dangerous or addictive, tobacco executives poured money into research on how to make them safer. At least that's the story Philip Morris told when they launched.
Oh, is the cop getting him? Is the cop pulling him over? I hope so.
Know the reason I stopped you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had.
How fast do you think you were going?
40?
Don't even. 50.
50?
50 and a 30.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Tell you the truth, guy. I just found out that Putin is just said he's going to launch nuclear thermal war against the world. I was trying to get back to my house to find out what's going on. I'm freaking out here, guy.
Are you seriously blaming Putin
Holy crap,
for
dude!
speeding?
What are you doing? Blind spot! Look in your blind spot, you jerk!
I'm with her. Look in your blind spot, you dumbass. What do I want to leave it off on? Because I think we'll do maybe a couple more videos, and then I may just call it good for now. I don't know when I'll stream again. Maybe I'll just make a community post the next time I decide to stream. Let's see what Mr. Nightmare has. Three disturbing. What's the... A lot of these. Let's see. What's some of his most popular videos? What else? What else do we got? Oh, we can always do something here. Because I could do something like fucking those stupid videos where it's like top 5 ghosts caught on camera. See that cat? That cat is a ghost. Maybe I should just make like a fucking like spooky video. But instead of any actual fear, it's just my cat. Just like chilling. It's just Faith chilling. I know she wants to get in right now, but I'm not letting her. Because I'm streaming. And I don't want to be bothered while streaming. You know what? Let's go to Explore with us and see what they got. Because we may just do a longer vid. I'll see. Can I sort by time? No, okay. The mess. Be about maybe 10 o'clock when if I watch that. I've actually been wanting to sit through this whole video, but I may save that for another stream. So you know what we'll do? We'll add that to the playlist. So then we could just watch that the next time I stream. That is fucking 3 hours. Holy shit. Damn, a lot of their fucking content is long as shit. When the detective realizes the suspect is dying. The teens who tortured their friend to death. I hope they don't fucking shove anything. Trace Sessler? What's Trace Sessler again? Hold on, I want to do my fucking research. Oh, it was Mr. Anime. Okay. I was like, I know I've heard that name before. Like, yeah, I was trying to think of what his name was. Because I knew his actual name, but I couldn't remember what he went by online. There. Maybe Tecmo? I know some of his I know I could possibly play some of his videos. I don't think I would get I don't think I would get in trouble for watching some of his content unless he plays copyrighted music. Techmon is actually a really great channel. I honestly recommend his content. Because he's very informative and yet very entertaining. Because he's not over the top. He's just like, yeah. So this is how this thing works and this is how he like gives some history on it. Like, I watched a ton of his videos. Really great content creator. Like, this was the video I found him from. Like, I found him because of this video in particular. This came up into my recommended one day, and I was like, never heard of this. So I clicked on it, and I was like, like, after, like, how informative the video was, I was like, man, like, yeah, sure, I'll subscribe. I only do that with certain content creators. Like, if I find their content really entertaining. The Edible Chocolate Record. What? The Tapette. Okay, this is basically just fueling what I'm going to be watching later. Yeah, everyone remembers Mini DVD. I remember Mini DVD. The Sega self-playing piano. Like, his content is very informative. It's also very fun to watch. Because, yeah, you can just put on his videos and just have him playing. And, like, you could be... He has a very calm demeanor and a very calm voice. And he's British. But he's not, like, annoying. Because a lot of his content is very entertaining. It's very fun. Easy to watch. Like, yeah, it's not like the constant dopamine shit you'd get on fucking, like, TikTok. like with fucking Subway Surfers gameplay or something. He made a lot of stuff. He made a lot of good content. Fuck. What was another video that I like that I continue to go back to of this guy? Because if you want like good tech related old tech content, if you want tech from like yesteryear and you want it in a very enjoyable way, Techbone is the way to go, guys. Like I will like show the fuck out of this guy. He's really entertaining. He is very entertaining. What? That Disney actually brought back Laserdisc for a little bit? I may have to look into that. Actually, speaking of Laserdisc, I was browsing through eBay a while back, looking for just some random things to use as like display pieces in the background. Like I found a copy of Alien on Laserdisc, and it was like, this could be like very interesting for a video, or just to have as like a display piece on a shelf or something, or in a frame. Like, yeah, I own a copy of Alien on Laserdisc. It wasn't too expensive, if I remember correctly. I think I can check the old listing, because I remember it. I remember looking at the listing. Seller. What? I think it was in my watch list. Ended. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. I found it. So they were wanting around like $10, and with shipping, it would have been around maybe like $18, depending on it. And I was like, damn, this could be actually really cool as a display piece. I don't think anyone bought it, sadly. Then I was looking into some other stuff. Like, I can check eBay right now. Because I would love to own, like, Laserdisc as just, like, a display thing. Like, not even for, like, viewing purposes. Just as, like, a display piece that I could use as, like a talking point if people ask about it. Man, there's actually some pretty interesting ones. Someone's selling a copy of, like, The Abyss on Laserdisc for, like, $12. That's not bad. Free shipping as well. Maybe I should make a video on, like, once I get a job. Because at the moment, I have had no luck with jobs. Like, every place, either I never hear back, or I get the interview and then they don't fucking hire me. And I continue to submit, like, applications. I don't know. This stream is healthy on YouTube's end. I'm sorry for ranting, going on a tangent. Well, also, hello, any new viewers who have just found this stream due to blatant wandering or confusion. Let's see. I don't know anything from Webster. Thank you. I was about to say, what the fuck, man? Nintendo ruined these people's lives. Honestly, sounds like something Nintendo would do. YouTube's most notorious scammers. The YouTubers that fake death. I remember the whole, like, J Station faking his girlfriend's death. That was fucking stupid. And then he went on Dr. Phil after his channel got, like, taken down. I was like, please give me my channel back. Please. Pretty please. Like, fuck off, bro. Come on, man. The criminally accused Redditors. You know what? Fuck it. That sounds funny.
Reddit has long had the reputation of being this sort of Weenie Hut Jr. variant of 4chan. The site's community styling itself as helpful instead of mischievous, with many instances of kind-hearted Redditors coming together to make positive...
It is not Weenie Hut Jr.'s motherfucker. Have you seen stuff like iBleach? I have. Or iBletch. Whatever that subreddit is. Because that subreddit is terrible. And I hate it.
Change in the world. That being said, though, Reddit's internet do-gooder reputation hasn't stopped would-be criminals from infiltrating its ranks. From a man allegedly confessing to killing his ex-girlfriend, to an internet troll inciting jihadi violence online, to a beloved Redditor turned child predator, these are the criminally accused Redditors.
Okay. That was actually a really cool, like a really fun transition. Like, yeah,
Casetify is the world's most
fan favorite Redditor turned child predator.
Sleek and stylish cases for
that's very, it rolls off the tongue.
Recently, I've been rocking with their bounce case. I love the color, transparency, and material of this thing.
That is a really nice
case. The color of this thing reminds me of that OG Xbox aesthetic. If you know,
I don't care about your sponsorship, bro. Sorry. Make good content, but I don't care about your sponsorship.
In Reddit's early days, we're talking like 05, 06, 07, the small size of its community made it possible for prolific posters to become pseudo-internet celebrities. One such early Redditor to achieve this status was a computer programmer known on the boards as Carl H. Carl rose to prominence thanks to his helpful computer programming guides that he shared freely to his subreddit.
That does make sense.
And the man would build a glowing reputation for himself on the site.
Hello and welcome to Computer Science for Everyone. My name is Carl Harold.
That sounds like
programmer for over 15
very
years.
wholesome
However,
content.
eventually disturbing secrets regarding the man would be leaked onto the internet, not only resulting in Carl getting ousted from the Reddit community, but resulting in the computer programmer spending the remainder of his days behind bars. This is the story of Carl
Goddamn,
H.
Chris Hansen, get on this.
Traceable online activity begins all the way back
I think he's
in
already in jail, though. I think he's been
creation of his Carl H. Reddit account. His first post of the site involved him sharing a Legend of Zelda piano cover that he had found on YouTube. The date of that share almost 16 years ago, November 9th of 2006. But the sharing of piano videos wouldn't be the catalyst for Carl H's Reddit fame. It was the kindness and compassion that he showed to his fellow Redditors that did that. A professional computer programmer by trade, Carl was known to give free advice to any and all Redditors interested in the field, from helping college students to aspiring game developers and just to help your average enthusiast get a grasp on programming. On his subreddit, Carl H. Programming, the man would post entire guides for free, hundreds of them in fact, and Carl maintained a website and YouTube channel which hosted video versions of these lessons as well, all open to the public. According to Carl's Reddit About Me section, the man was completely self-taught and had successfully written games and applications for operating systems dating back to Windows DOS. It seemed like Carl posted
if he wasn't a predator
easier for aspiring web developers.
If he wasn't a danger to kids, then yeah, he'd actually be fucking awesome.
In
teaching
this
people how to
lesson,
fucking
which is
program. Hell
lesson
yeah.
7.2, the connection between
But he's a
functional term
predator,
values
so
and variables,
that basically
I
overrides
am going
any
to be
like feeling
explaining
of
to you one of the most
goodwill.
important principles used in programming.
And aside from his
There's one
academic
thing I
generosity,
hate,
Carl H. was
or
also
it's
made
just
famous by a
it's
very
fucking
notable
predators.
interaction on Reddit.
Can't
An
stand those
interaction
guys.
that some say stopped a Redditor from committing suicide. Yeah, like the guy would go out of his way and really check on people and make sure they were okay whenever someone would post something distressing to the subreddits. As a result of his compassion for the community, Carl was eventually given the prestigious honor of being dubbed Redditor of the Day on July 26,
They removed the
2012.
post.
The thread celebrating him is still available and is filled with comments from Redditors around the time praising the character of this man. I'm a beginner that has struggled before with programming and felt really discouraged that I could never create anything. I just wanted to say that your emphasis on letting me know as a beginner that there are tons of resources out there that can do a lot of the work for me is both very encouraging and shows that you understand well the beginner's point of view. Thanks. By the beginning of 2013, Carl H. had become immensely popular on Reddit and on the internet in general. Numbers associated with his social media accounts from the time are proof of this. His YouTube channel had reached 30,000 subscribers, and some videos are still being viewed today. One of his YouTube videos got upwards of 900,000 views. And in the context of the man's fame simply originating from helpful Reddit posts, those are impressive numbers to just be stemmed off of that. But as you might imagine, Carl H.'s inclusion in this video means that things didn't remain positive forever. Which of course brings us to the disappearance of Carl H. In November of 2013, after close to 7 years of near constant Reddit activity, Carl H. suddenly stopped posting, and the man disappeared not only from Reddit
vanished
but
off
the
the
internet
face of the
entirely.
earth.
Carl posted almost daily to Reddit, and his sudden drop in activity was almost immediately noticed by his fans. And some would even report that he stopped showing up to scheduled classes that he had arranged with Redditors who were trying to learn programming. Many assumed something bad had happened to Carl. Was he sick? Did he get injured? Was he hospitalized from a car accident or something like that? Redditors began feverishly Google searching Carl's name, perhaps to see if he had even passed away. Their searches yielded no obituaries, but what they did discover searching Carl's full name was an arrest report, and the charges that the man was facing were inhumane and disgusting to say the least. Redditors are accustomed to the occasional degenerate frequenting their site, but the allegations that Carl was facing were on a completely different level.
I know
Carl
that.
Harold was accused of
A lot of
committing
people on Reddit are
unspeakable acts of
degenerates.
torture on a child, and not just any child, his 9-year-old son. Police in Alabama, Carl's state of residence, said Carl H. and another man, Charles Dunavet, held the child captive for months while sexually torturing him and created
Okay,
CP
that
videos
really
that were
fucking
distributed
caught me
through an
off guard.
online
God
ring.
damn.
These images were so gruesome that it's reported that some police officers got physically sick after discovering the evidence. Carl was apparently exposed after an anonymous tip was submitted to the FBI, who after reviewing the illicit content managed to trace its source to Carl H. and his co-conspirator. After being arrested, the two faced a litany of charges, including counts of sexual torture, sodomy, aggravated child abuse, exposing a person to an STD, and CP production and distribution. Additional reports further paint the man in a monstrous light, alleging Carl also kept his son isolated from the outside world, having him never attend school or doctor appointments, essentially depraving the poor child of any life whatsoever. In lieu of these charges, Carl and his co-conspirators were jailed and held there by a $1 million bond. As you might imagine, Redditors were completely shocked by this new development. Replies shifted from "thank you for helping me understand coding" to "what the actual fuck is going on here?" I have just found a post about Carl H. here on Reddit. Something about being arrested in a CP sting. Is it true? If so, it is unlikely he'll be giving his programming lessons in the near future, and while this sounds bad, this could be an explanation for his unknown absence. The once helpful Redditor had been outed as a monster. It was very likely that Carl H. would be facing life in prison for his heinous crimes, but unfortunately, the man would never have to face true justice. As just days before the man was to be extradited to New York State to face federal charges, Carl Harold was found dead in his Clay County, Alabama jail cell, a suicide by hanging. The report
Oh.
would go viral on the internet, and while most obviously wanted the man to face trial and go to prison, many Redditors expressed happiness that the man was dead. Carl's partner,
Damn.
Charles Dunavant, was eventually sentenced to serve close to 56 years in prison, and will likely never walk a free man again. A strange footnote to this
Makes
story
sense.
is that in 2017, Carl H's Reddit account actually began posting again. This now infamous thread was
What?
titled, "Hi, it's me from heaven." The poster writes, "I escaped from a morgue. Yes, this is Carl Harold. I escaped and currently am in Russia. Going to submit an AMA today for proof. I in fact did fake my suicide." While this was indeed the legitimate Carl H account making these posts, it was later concluded that Carl's account had been hacked, and this was simply an anonymous troll attempting to get a rise out of a sensitive situation. The moral of this story is summarized well by a comment
Damn.
left on one of Carl
What a
H's
fucking
last
prick.
videos. This man is proof that you can never truly know someone from behind a computer screen.
That is true. That is really true.
There was
European
a point in time where
88.
Joshua Ryan Goldberg was one of the most wanted men on the internet. A self-styled internet troll, racist, religious extremist, and cyber terrorist, this man using
Cyber
Twitter,
terrorist.
Reddit, and a network of online aliases.
This fucking guy is a cyber terrorist. He looks the fucking part. He looks the part. He's been arrested, so I'm legally allowed to make fun of him. Like, this motherfucker is a cyber terrorist. He looks like he would commit cyber terrorism.
Spread hate, bigotry, and misinformation across
Misinformation. So basically, every video on the site, there's like, okay, here's the thing about YouTube. 90% of the content you'll find here is like full of something that is wrong. Like some little fact or little statement that is just incorrect. There will always be that one person in every comment section calling you out, calling you a dumbass because you said something that was wrong. You said an incorrect fact, and they claim you're spreading misinformation.
across the internet. Joshua's online
The bigotry,
hate
though, I
campaigns
can't.
eventually
No.
evolved
That
into
I can't
real-world
get behind
encouragements
anything
of
like that.
violence, which would lead to this guy getting locked up in prison.
Or the
This is
racism.
the story of Josh Goldberg, aka European 88. Joshua Goldberg, 20 years old at the time of this story, could be described as a terminally online loser in the most strict sense of the phrase. The man lived with his parents in Orange Park, Florida, and was said to have spent
Of course
close
it's
to
from
20
fucking
hours
Florida.
a day stirring up trouble on the internet. His online activity dedicated almost entirely to trolling and spreading hatred. Josh had a network of sock accounts that he used to push destructive ideologies. His Twitter account, Australia Witness, was dedicated to promoting ISIS and jihadi Islam. This account claimed to be an Islamic extremist from Australia and is notable for echoing extremist calls for a terrorist attack to take place at a Texas convention center that was hosting a Draw Prophet Muhammad contest on May 3rd of 2015. And anybody that's familiar with that old South Park episode knows the implications of drawing the Prophet Muhammad. On the day of the contest, two shooters thought to be jihadi terrorists actually attacked the event, resulting in a security guard getting shot and the two attackers being killed by police. In the wake of the shooting, Joshua on the Australia Witness
Jesus.
account would praise those involved for their violent attempt at sabotaging the event. Quote, "This is a war that will be won through the power of social media. I support what our Mujahideen did in Texas, but I take no responsibility for it. Allah commanded them to attack, not me. May Allah reward the Garland Mujahideen with a seat right next to the Prophet." Joshua would use this Australia Witness account to call for jihadi bombings at a variety of locations worldwide, and also allegedly disseminated guides detailing how one could make improvised explosive
I know
devices
damn
on
well
this
this
account.
is
Outside
Probably
of his
gonna be
Twitter
the last
presence,
video of the
Joshua
night.
maintained a plethora of Reddit sock accounts that
'Cause
he
I'm-
used to spread
I'm
hateful
getting
ideologies.
tired.
One such account was known as European 88. Taking a detour from his jihadi persona,
Hang on.
European 88
I want to
posting
look at the subreddits this guy was in
taking a detour
real quick. So I'm gonna go frame by frame. I want to see everything he's in and read them all. Because I know damn well that there is a 50% chance that those subreddits are now gone. Okay. Gonna go forward to the moderator of Sweden, yes. Liberal degeneracy. The Goyim no. Iketown and Ferguson.
One such account was known as European 88. Taking a detour from his jihadi persona, European 88's posting activity was almost entirely dedicated to posting white supremacist propaganda. Under this account, Josh
Ferguson, Jesus. Then Garrison, Polax.
would frequently contribute
Feminist hate. Chimp out. U.S. black culture. Great Abos. Go Ebola. Hard right. Drum Mohammed Day. Race reality. Chimpin' ain't easy. Hate pyre. Horsey. Australia. Mod everyone are born. Chikongo. Racism. 8chan meta. Reichspost.
subreddit.
Shit Reddit says X. Gaming X. Jesus.
It's the most notorious.
There. Okay. Okay, apparently that one was too much. Eric Garner. Classic 8chan.
Of which
United Kingdom's X.
was
Transrace.
/Coontown, a racist subreddit that promoted violence against black people.
Jesus!
Subreddit moderated by
Racist
European
motherfucker.
88 was the Eric Garner subreddit. The page intended to mock the at the time recent death of Garner, who had been killed after being detained by police for selling cigarettes on a street corner. Almost every single thread posted by European contained some sort of vulgarity or racial slur. Among other things, Josh was notable for promoting
Me
a
looking
subreddit
through
known
Twitter.
as the Philosophy of Rape, a subreddit that advocated for
sake!
corrective sexual assault against, quote, whores and feminazis.
Jesus!
Yeah, we're dealing with a real degenerate piece of shit here, a guy that's spreading hate and vitriol of the highest
Yeah,
degree
no.
practically everywhere he went on the
I'm just gonna say this now. Don't spread hate. Don't be a prick. Spread positivity. Just be positive, people. Okay? Like, all I want is, like... Because that's all I care about. If you're going to talk in chat, be positive. Do not be a fucking prick. That's all I care about. Just be positive. I care...
the internet. It would
I would
only be
care
a matter of time before the
if someone
feds caught
started,
up to
like,
this guy.
saying some
Due to the threats issued
vile
by the
shit.
Australia Witness account, an investigation by the Australian Federal Police was opened. This investigation led to authorities discovering the true identity of the poster after Josh leaked identifying information about his true identity to an informant who was working for the feds. This informant was
damn, he was,
reportedly communicating
hunted
with
down by the
Australia Witness
FBI.
account under the guise of them being a terrorist. According to FBI documents,
Well,
Joshua
yeah.
revealed to this informant that he was seeking out potential agents to perpetrate a jihadi attack at a 9/11 memorial event in Kansas City, Missouri. He even gave instructions
Jesus.
to the informant on how to make bombs out of pressure cookers and ways to enhance an explosive's lethality. It goes without saying, after telling all of this to a federal informant, getting locked up was in his near future. On September 9th of 2015,
Well, no
Joshua
shit.
Goldberg was arrested after his parents' home was raided by the FBI. After being arrested, the man displayed erratic behavior and had to go under a 30-day mental health evaluation to see if he was even able to stand trial. Psychologists eventually ruled Goldberg mentally incompetent to stand trial, and he had to undergo professional psychiatric treatment for 4 months before facing a judge.
On at 5:30, a federal judge has unsealed the mental evaluation of the Orange Park man accused of sending bomb-making plans to an FBI informant.
According to this report, she noticed that he functioned poorly.
The FBI informant is just like, after he got sent those bomb plans, it's like,
and she called his thought process remarkable for
and
his grandiosity and paranoid delusions.
I thought my wife was insane.
Goldberg's lawyer later said that the man suffered from Asperger's and autism, and Josh was known
that's
to have
not
a
an
schizophrenia
excuse.
diagnosis on his record.
That is not a fucking excuse. He sent fucking bomb plans. Yeah, schizophrenia and anxiety and an anxiety disorder like Asperger's. That's not an excuse for what he did. Like, I know there's probably some fucking dumbass out there who's like, did nothing wrong. He didn't actually build the bombs. Like, he sent instructions on how to build them to an FBI informant. There's no excuse there. Like, there's probably some degenerate moron who's like who begged for his freedom when he got arrested.
Eventually, the man would be deemed competent to stand trial, and on December 20th of 2017, Joshua Goldberg would plead guilty to attempted malicious damage and destruction by an explosive of a building. He was sentenced to serve 10 years in federal prison to be followed by a lifetime of supervised release.
Wait, was? What, did he die?
Something that few people
Aaron
realize is that one of the co-founders of Reddit actually was facing serious criminal charges at one point. Charges that led to the man's untimely death. Aaron Swartz was a computer programmer and entrepreneur responsible for the creation of many prominent websites of the 2000s. One such website being Reddit itself. Aaron helped develop some of Reddit's earliest features and was named a co-founder in 2005, joining Reddit's original 2 founders, Steve Huffman and Alexis Ohanian. In 2006, the trio would sell their Reddit creation to the Condé Nast Global Media Company, and Reddit's founding members would go their separate ways. After selling Reddit, Swartz would spend most of his time involving himself in progressive activism. In particular, he helped launch a progressive political think tank and also became a fellow at Harvard University's research lab on institutional corruption. Aaron also founded an online group known as Demand Progress, an organization notorious for its various campaigns against the Stop Online Piracy Act, with Aaron maintaining the stance that the internet should be an open place filled with content freely accessible whenever possible.
This bill would be a huge, potentially permanent loss if we lost the ability to communicate with each other over the internet. It would be a change to the Bill of Rights, the freedoms guaranteed in our Constitution, the freedoms our country had been built on. Would be
privacy is kind of a
deleted.
big topic.
New technology, instead of bringing us greater freedom, would have snuffed out fundamental rights we'd always taken for granted. And I realized that day that I couldn't let that happen.
And with mentioning Swartz's First Amendment views and his belief that internet information should be accessible to all, this serves as a good segue into the bizarre criminal charges that he would find himself facing. On January 6th of 2011, Aaron Swartz was arrested by Massachusetts Institute of Technology police for breaking and entering charges after the man had allegedly hacked into the computer network of the school. After connecting a computer to the network, authorities say that the man illegally downloaded over 70 gigs of academic journals and research articles using MIT's privileged subscription to the JSTOR database. According to reports, during the time of the hack, PDF download requests were sent from an IP address associated with Aaron. Download requests were being sent at a rate of...
Actually, speaking of IP addresses, I had someone tried to hack into an account of mine, into like a Discord account I have. I got their IP address. Discord sent me an email with their fucking IP address and basically just doxed them. So what I did is I basically looked. I did my fucking I did an investigation of my own. I know where they live. No, I'm not going to do anything illegal. And yes, I just fucked with them. And plus, I did report it to the NAT. I actually did do something about it. It's called I applied two-factor authentication. Like, they tried to log into my Steam account. It has Steam Guard enabled. Like, this stupid moron continues to try to log into my fucking accounts that all have the necessary security in place. That person is fucking stupid. Like, yeah, you tried to log into my Steam account. You tried to log into my fucking... into the TRM The Sequel account. All of these have two-factor authentication enabled for a reason.
100 per minute to the JSTOR website. The immense request
So
would
yes,
slow the site's
Discord
performance,
doxed a
prompting
hacker.
the alleged computer used by
Well,
Aaron
a
to get
failed
IP
hacker.
blocked. When this IP would be blocked, a new IP would pop up and take its place and continue the download, so on and so forth. Swartz had allegedly gotten access to MIT's JSTOR by using a laptop connected to a networking switch in a controlled access wiring closet at the university. When MIT discovered where these JSTOR requests were coming from, they activated a corresponding video camera catching Swartz red-handed.
Oh, actual surveillance footage? What, does he like turn around and it just shows his full face? Yep. So, he's kind of stupid for doing that. Looking in. 9 minutes pass. Is that like an external, like, hard drive or something? That he's just stealing all of his data? I like the music, though.
I don't think I've ever heard of somebody getting busted for illegally downloading documents from JSTOR. That's one for the books right there. After his arrest, Swartz was arraigned by the Cambridge District Court on 2 charges of breaking and entering with intent to commit a felony. He was then indicted by a grand jury on charges of wire fraud, computer fraud, unlawfully obtaining information from a protected computer, and recklessly damaging a protected computer. The feds eventually got involved as well.
Damn,
On
computer
September
fraud's
12th
in
of
it.
2012,
I didn't know that was an actual
federal
crime.
Prosecutors filed to even add more charges, which increased Swartz's potential prison sentence to 50 years and millions of dollars of fines on the
Jeez!
table. During this case, some of the prosecutors
It's like if-
involved were actively...
Okay, that just made me think of like a Simpsons bit. It's like, so you were caught jaywalking, huh? Death sentence. That's how this ends. Like, you get caught jaywalking, you're getting the fucking death sentence.
criticized by their peers
But people
for
ruled
essentially
out the
throwing
death
the book
sentence.
at this
No,
guy. And there was a
it's
lot
being
of
brought
outrage
back
online
because
with
you
people saying
jaywalked,
that,
you
the crime
asshole.
didn't fit the punishment here. He was like universally beloved by online figures for this. I mean, let's be real, guys. 50 years for allegedly hacking into JSTOR for some freaking academic papers or whatever this guy was using this stuff for, it just seems kind of ridiculous, don't you think? Swartz would be offered a plea deal, but decided to decline this deal, opting instead to go for a trial. Perhaps thinking it was possible to beat the seemingly ludicrous charges that prosecutors were levying against him. However, it seems as though Swartz's confidence on the matter would be short-lived, as the man would never get to see the outcome of his trial. On January 11th of 2013, Aaron Swartz was found dead in his apartment building. He had hung himself. There was no
another
suicide note found.
suicide.
In regard to the cause
Jesus.
of why he decided to take this course of action, his then-girlfriend shared the following information with the New Yorker. He could not deal with people talking about him. It's taken me some time since he died to get used to talking about him because I was under such strict instructions not to. But he fucked up something really major. He made a really dumb, bad decision.
Brooke, Aaron allegedly downloaded millions of academic journals from MIT's network.
Dad,
He believed that
Reddit
academic
co-founder
research
killed
shouldn't
by
be
the
hidden
government.
behind a paywall, and his father said he believed he was innocent.
They went to his apartment, went through all
I-
of his personal effects. After he surrendered
Well,
voluntarily,
if he was
they
killed by
arrested
the
him and
government,
searched him,
wouldn't
and
the
they left him
government
in
try to
solitary
keep this
confinement
under
for hours.
wraps?
And after he met his bond, they kept him in solitary confinement for 3 or 4 hours with absolutely no explanation, all with the
Dyslexia.
goal of attempting to break him.
And those on the internet would be even more outraged in the wake of Aaron's death, feeling as the man had died over some ridiculous bullshit charges. In retaliation, on January 13th of 2013, Anonymous called for the internet community to use his death as a rallying point. What followed was the hacking of 2 MIT-controlled websites with tributes of Aaron Swartz being displayed on each. It's a bizarre case involving a strange crime, an admittedly ludicrous punishment, and tragic ending. That was the story of Reddit co-founder Aaron Swartz.
Damn. Well. Agar Hansen.
After a young woman is found dead in her apartment, her then ex-boyfriend Agar Hassan finds himself on the run
Hassan.
from police. While in the process
Oh God,
of fleeing
no,
the
not
country,
that Hassan.
a bizarre Reddit post
Hassan
was submitted
stream.
to the site.
Woo!
The author of said post claiming to be Agar himself, and the poster allegedly confessing to being the killer. This is the bizarre story of Agar Hassan in the Reddit killer confession. On April 28th of 2017, Melinda
Okay, that is
Vasilier,
very-
a 22-year-old
that is almost
woman
recent.
from Ontario, Canada, was discovered dead by her roommates in her Kitchener apartment. The woman's body was littered with stab wounds and she was covered in blood. The last person believed to be with Melinda was her then ex-boyfriend, Agar Hassan, who, according to reports, had visited Melinda at her apartment hours before the woman's death. Melinda's roommates came home in the early hours of the morning and discovered her body. After reporting what they had seen, police would arrive.
Oh, this
to
is the
apartment,
last
and
segment,
After a
okay.
brief investigation of the crime scene,
So after
they would
this,
name
I
Agar
may
Hassan
just
as
call
a
it good for
suspect in the
tonight.
murder of the young woman. Meanwhile, using a black Honda, Agar was in the process of fleeing the country and would actually manage to make it to the United States. This suspect, now considered a wanted man that police were saying was armed and dangerous. The story had become quite the public spectacle, with both the media and true crime enthusiasts on social media trying to dig into the case and find the whereabouts of Hassan. But while everybody's in the process of tracking this alleged killer down, something appears on Reddit that shocks the world. A post is submitted to the Canada News subreddit under the name Red is Blue 101. This post was titled, "Wanted for Kitchener Murder, My Side." To the surprise of everyone, the poster claimed to be none other than Agar himself. In this thread, the Red is Blue account would provide a narrative.
Okay. This guy looks like someone I went to high school with. He looks like someone I would have went to high school with.
Of events, and even provided authentic-looking text message screenshots in which the poster purported were between himself and Melinda. The entire post serving as a confession, allegedly written by Agar himself. It's quite a long write-up, but I'll
Allegedly.
give you some
That's
of the
how you get
highlights.
out of all
I
things.
understand the early judgments
Well,
made
guys,
by society.
recently
Distancing
I
myself
was
makes it seem like
allegedly
I'm trying
caught
to escape
killing a
crime.
man.
I'm not. I'm only trying to give myself some space and fully take in what happened before I turn myself in. The fact is, no one is more destroyed than I am. She was more than a girlfriend, a soon-to-be fiancé. She was my everything. What happened that night was nothing but tragic. As I'm getting ready to leave, she asked me if I had done anything with other girls while we were on break or anytime we were on break. I told her we needed to be honest and said yes and told her about it. She started freaking out, wouldn't say a word, and just kept slapping me with tears in her eyes. Slap turns
Ow.
into hits. I told her I was sorry, but if she didn't stop, I would do something back. She didn't stop. I then stupidly pushed her, harder than I expected. She fell against the sink. This was the first time I ever did something physically violent towards her. I told her I was sorry. She said, leave now. I began saying sorry, even more, and asked if I could get a hug. She was still crying. I go up to try and give her a hug. Almost out of nowhere, she grabs a knife by the sink. Initially, I thought she was just going to hold it to try to get me to leave. She doesn't. She comes at me in full force, aiming towards my face. I tell her to stop. She doesn't. I tried grabbing the knife but ended up cutting my hands. After a few cuts, I lost it. I freaked out. I was scared and in a state of shock. Never in 100 years did I think she would use a knife against me. Out of shock and fear, I grabbed one and hit her with it, almost blindly, a few times. I didn't know what happened. I was confused, shocked, and scared. I had no intentions of that happening. When I left, I honestly thought she just passed out. Then I looked at the blood and started freaking out and just ran. I didn't for sure know that she had died until the next day. I honestly had no intentions of ever doing that to her. I was protecting myself. She was with me the most. We were each other's best friends. She would tell me everything, her deepest secrets that not even her friends or family knows. The amount of regret and sadness is beyond words. Everyone else is just reading or talking about it. I lived it. I was there. I did it. Every waking second I relive that moment. At this stage, life is really not worth it for me. Although it was out of shock and protection, I should just accept getting hit. Maybe I would have lived, maybe not. Anything is better than living with this. I always have a passport in the car and decided to just get away for a few days before turning myself in or killing myself. If any of it was planned, I would have taken my stuff. I would have took cash. I'm in the United States with $200, no clean clothes, nothing. I didn't intend on any of it. It was out of fear and protecting myself alongside shock. I'm sorry to everyone, especially Melinda's family. I know it will not be accepted, but I know I didn't mean anything bad to happen that night. Rest in peace, my beautiful. I hope you forgive me in the afterlife. Pictures of our last text convo, pictures of us as a couple. Some people think I was a complete stranger and just killed her. So yeah, the poster is essentially saying that this was some sort of self-defense situation, and that they were on the run in the United States. It was a complete accident, and they can't live with the pressure of what they had done, and they were basically like on the verge of killing themselves or something, right? I have to state outright that it's totally unconfirmed if this post was actually authored by Agar Hassan. That being said though, certain details purported in this post and the alleged text conversations attached to it certainly make for a compelling case of it actually being authored by Agar. But again, it is not confirmed that Agar posted this. There is a chance that it could literally just be a troll. Whatever the case, in July of 2017, after spending months on the run in the United States, Agar Hassan was arrested in the state of Texas. Interestingly, the police stop that nailed Hassan was actually linked to a Secret Service agent who is a part of a counterfeit currency investigation. On November 8th, Agar Hassan was ordered to be extradited back to Canada. As of
So
the date of me
basically,
recording
wrong
this
place,
video,
wrong
Agar
time.
Hassan has yet to face trial for the
Right.
alleged killing
For
of Melinda,
Agar
the
Hassan.
trial being postponed on numerous occasions. However, according to reports, the trial is scheduled to begin officially in January of 2023.
Oh shit, his trial already began.
Scheduled for late 2019. It was adjourned to May last year.
Actually,
it's been further delayed.
Has he been sentenced? Was he sentenced? He was found guilty of murder in the second degree. So this happened about... Okay, so he'll return to court in September for a parole and eligibility hearing. But as of right now, he has been found guilty. He's fucking guilty. Let's see. On Wednesday, the article that I'm reading here from CBC was posted around May of just last month. I'm not too sure. When was he fucking sentenced? Is he in jail? bro. He was arrested in Texas. Hassan could be forced to serve between 10 and 25 years before even getting a shot at parole. So, I'm going to just assume that he is in jail. Oh, let's see. Depending on discounted time, nearly 6 years. For pretrial confinement. So, maybe I'll have to do like some more research when he actually does get full sentencing.
Due to the pandemic.
When the trial begins, not only will we have more insight as to what actually happened on that day, we may very well learn if this Reddit post was actually authored by Ager himself, as something like that will definitely be investigated throughout the trial. But that,
Most
my friends,
likely.
is the story of
It
the
most likely
Reddit
was a
alleged murder
huge point
confession.
during the
And well,
trial.
you've made it to the end. Let me know what you thought about this video down below in the comments section, and let me know who or what you want me to talk about next. I want to give a major shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys. Wavy Web Surf out. Peace.
Okay. I'm gonna pull up good old fashioned we're gonna switch over. Okay. So thank you all for tuning in. If you want to see other content, well, I have a shit ton. I have over 100 videos that you guys can watch, binge, and then leave. I don't care. I don't care what you do. You can binge my content or don't. Doesn't matter to me. Anyways, see ya. I'm gonna go to bed now.